Good morning, LAP. This is Brandon Reisinger coming to you with your chairman's report. Our escape order bank is $34,753. The Corsair is $7,105 for a total of $41,858. Wanted to give a real quick update on our grievances and the status on those. Our bargaining committee, we've always taken pride in doing a pretty good job on our grievances, keeping the unheard grievances pretty small, hearing them pretty swiftly. Here as of late, we're a little behind where we would like to be. There's a couple reasons for that. On our 2.5s, the transition from one chairman to the other has put those a little bit behind. Just heard an agenda last week, and I've got another one coming up, but they're not really where we'd like for them to be. On our second stage, our senior labor rep retired a couple of weeks ago. Our new senior labor rep is supposed to be arriving October 31st, and when they get here, we're going to be getting on those and try and get those caught up pretty quick too. Right now we've got 142 grievances in second stage. We've got 50 of them in the 2.5, and we've got 2 that are in third stage. Typically where we like to stay, myself and the bargaining committee both, we like to try and keep our second stage below 100, and we like to keep the 2.5s below 30. So we're not way out. It's not like we're blown out here, but we're a little larger than what we'd like to be, and we're looking at making some progress on that here pretty soon. Adopt a child collections. I know I hit last week on how we did on the gate collection, and we did really well there. There is going to be somebody out walking around on the line today doing collections as well. So if you didn't have cash when they were doing the gate collection, or you just missed them, were off that day, whatever, or if you just want to give a little extra, they will be through, and we'll welcome all donations for that. It's going to a good cause. LAP's Trunk or Treat is going to be October 29th at the LAP Hall. That's from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. We are still looking for candy donations as well as volunteers. If you want to volunteer, you're more than welcome to. Just get with one of us, and we'll make sure that we got you on the list. For candy donations, you can take that down to the hall, or Greg Cotton has set up a box down in Labor Relations. You can drop it off there as well. Any candy donations that you want to bring, small bag, big bag, a bucket, we'll take whatever you want to bring us. National contract proposals, we had those on the back of last week's update. If you didn't get that, or you need more than one, let your committeeman know, or get a hold of one of us. We've got some up here in the office. Feel free to submit any ideas that you might have, whether it be a change to current language or new language that's never been in there. We'll take all of that from you and get them submitted. You can, once you fill those out, those can be returned to the union office, or you can get them to your committeeman, either way. The veterans boards, we have sent those up for changes to get some names added that weren't on those previously. We haven't gotten our proof back yet, so it's not 100% finalized. So if your name's not on there and you'd like for your name to be up on the wall, please make sure that you get a hold of Brett Mitchell as soon as possible so that we can get your name added to the list. Wanted to talk about parts and short shifts and robo calls or no robo calls. Been a little bit of a hot topic this week, I know. I've always tried to give you all as much information as I can, as quick as I can. When the company comes to me and says, hey, this is what we've got going on, this vendor's struggling, looks like this vendor's not going to be able to keep us going for the shift, I try to get that out to you guys as quick as possible. I'd much rather just shoot you off straight, tell you, hey, this is what I know, and then come back and have to tell you, sorry, it's changed, this information's not correct anymore, than to just sit on my hands and not tell you anything for fear of being wrong. I've always taken pride in trying to keep everybody as up to date on info as I can and communicating with everybody, and I'm going to keep doing that. Like it or not, that's how I do things, and I hope that everybody's good with that. I think more are than aren't, but that info does change on me from time to time, and it is what it is. But I'm going to just try to give you all the most up-to-date stuff that I've got. You know, the stuff that we're dealing with, like with the paint shortage that hit us yesterday, the information is constantly changing, and part of that is because these vendors aren't always honest with us. You know, we'll have vendors that, you know the old saying, you don't have to be faster than the bear, you just got to be faster than the guy next to you. That's what these suppliers play. So I don't have to keep you with enough parts to run all of your shifts. I just got to make sure that the other supplier runs out before I do. And that's the game they play. So they'll tell Ford, oh yeah, we're good, we got something coming, hoping that somebody else runs out first, and then they're getting charged instead of myself, right? So with them playing those games, it makes it hard to call sometimes. As of yesterday, at first they were talking about running 4 hours on day shift and 4 hours on night shift. Then it came through that PPG had said they were going to have a shipment coming to us that afternoon. We already had the audit going on for the QoS and the FPS in the plant that day. So the call was made to run 8 hours so that they could complete all of their stuff with the audit, and that we should be good to go for night shift. Around 1:30, 2 o'clock is when it kind of hit like we might have an issue here. And you know, we got it out to everybody as soon as we could that a Robo Call was coming. Shortly after that, we started talking about the next day, what was going to go on with that, and of course it was in the air. The last conversation that I had right before I put out that post on Facebook was really doesn't look like we're going to have anything, so we're probably just going to go ahead and call off, be good to go for Friday. No sooner than I post it, it wasn't an hour later, I get a text message that says, hey, they're saying we're getting an order in the morning, so we're going to go ahead and run. We should be okay. It's a moving target, folks. You know, I do my best, try and get the best information to you. Occasionally it's going to change on me, and it is what it is. Let's see here. Oh, tomorrow is going to be the deadline to make sure that your address is correct with the Union Hall. So if you've moved recently, or even moved a while back and you're not sure that you ever updated it, swing by the hall. Today or tomorrow is going to be the last chance you got to make sure that your address is right before the ballots go out to vote for our international e-board. So if you don't think that your address is right, you're not sure that it's right, you haven't gotten anything from the hall in a long time, please swing by there and check your address. Only takes a minute to get it changed. Only other thing I got today, finally gotten the company to agree to return to paper day off requests. They're saying as long as that's what the majority wants. So what's going to happen, the company is going to put up a poll. They're going to post this poll on the Blue Oval Now app starting Monday. They're kind of wanting the membership to vote and kind of give their feedback on if we prefer the paper day off or if we prefer the electronic sign-up process. I know the electronic process is a nightmare. I know that you guys know it as well. We don't have enough computers out there. The computers are too slow. Signing up for more than one day is a royal pain in the butt, and we all know that. I need everybody to hop on that app. It'll take like 20-30 seconds to get on there and fill out the survey. Tell them paper day off is what you want. If you don't have the Blue Oval Now app, we're going to put a link down in the bottom to get it from the Apple Store and from the Android Store. It's a free app, doesn't cost you anything. Just download that on Monday, go in there and click on the paper day off, and we should be able to get everything rolling on that. That's all I got. See you next week. Thanks, LEP.